What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories in the city. It is Monday, April 27th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Runza with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
What it do? Keep it a milli. I almost forgot it again. Keep it a milli.
I like that.
And this is our new time, everybody. Let's freaking go.
7 o'clock.
Yes, sir. We moved from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. by popular demand, basically. So we have an hour of Atlanta stories, followed by an hour of national news at 8 p.m. And yes, we are going to talk about the shooting at the White House Correspondents Center and the allegations that it was staged. The White House did address that. So we got a lot of mess this evening. So thank you for joining us. But again, we're starting off with our Atlanta hour of news. And let's talk about what these people are up to. The Fulton County Jail cannot stay out of the news. You are not going to believe what one inmate said just happened to him.
Y'all, Rice Street is being sued again. And see, this is crazy because this time an inmate said that he lost both of his legs and a couple of his fingers too. At Rice Street, y'all already know Rice Street been going through it. They cannot keep on taking. They don't need any more stories done on Rice Street.
They can't take it. I mean, they're already like under federal investigation.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
And so this just added on to it. So apparently a man named Rashad Muhammad, he was only in jail for 7 months, y'all. So that's 177 days that they said he actually was in prison. He was suing because of medical neglect. He claimed he had issues with his bladder, so he made a whole bunch of requests to apparently the officers there, and they just was ignoring him, according to him at least. They was ignoring his claims. He said, my bladder is hurting. Apparently he was throwing up. He was going through it. Dog was going through it completely, and they just wasn't having it for a while. Eventually, they did send him to the medical unit, though, and he stayed for about 11 days, but it still didn't stop him from developing sepsis.
Oh, wow.
Sepsis.
Oh,
do y'all know what sepsis is?
Yeah, that'll kill you.
I know it's nasty.
Yeah, it'll kill you.
It's a deadly disease that spreads from it spreads from other disease, other infections.
Yeah.
So like if you have a UTI, you're not taking care of your UTI. I'm not saying that's what bro had, but if you had a UTI or something like that, it can turn into sepsis if you don't take care of it. Oh my God. And it spreads to your organs. Apparently it spread to his organs because he ended up losing both of his legs again and some of his hands. This is so sad, bro.
Yeah, that's upsetting. So you said he's suing Rice Street.
That's Ben Crump right there.
You know he takes care of like Black America's biggest issues now. He is like Black America's lawyer.
Bro, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was listening to this man's story, I caught a little bit and pieces of it. Ben Crump, like low key, put this man. Like this man is just unlucky.
Yeah.
Like this man is just unlucky. Listen to what Ben Crump actually said about him.
He called 911 to try to say somebody's shooting at me, and he gets arrested. And then all of this happens. I mean, his hands gone, his legs gone.
Y'all, his charges was dropped eventually.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. That's unlucky. So apparently, like if you didn't hear in the beginning of it, he was saying that he ended up the guy that lost his arms and his fingers and his legs. He called the police. Oh man! And they ended up arresting him. He spent the time over at Rice Street, but his charges was eventually dropped. So he's just going through it right now. Fulton County, they're claiming that he was sick before he got in, though.
Really?
That's what their defense is saying.
Really? Yeah, but I don't really see how that's a defense, because if he's saying, hey, there's something wrong with me right now, I would like some help right now, and you're saying he was in there for what, 7 months?
7 months.
So it wasn't like he just got in there yesterday and then just had this happen to him and had to go to the hospital, whatever. Like he was sitting there for a little minute. For a little minute. There was no actual timeline that I seen, at least, of when he actually lost his limbs. Yeah. But I mean, bro, what's going on, Fulton? I'm glad. Fulton County, what you glad about?
I'm glad that he put his foot down on this entire situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he took a stand and really wants to sue Rice Street.
Let me move over.
You get what I'm saying?
No, we hear what you're saying, and so does God. God hears you as well.
That right there is unjustly, is what I'm saying. You know, God, he should. I'm glad he ain't put his hands on nobody. You dig what I'm talking about? Because if he'd have put his hands on somebody, it probably would have gotten worse. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm glad that's all, that's all I'm saying. And I'm glad you're getting your just due, sir.
Just due.
You know what I mean?
No, I do not.
You are so unserious, bro.
You're not sending me nowhere with you. So I'm getting to heaven. You ain't dragging me down here.
No, it does suck. It does suck.
That's awful, man.
It does suck.
Yes.
It does suck.
Like you said, Ben Crump is there. Oh, Fulton County is also claiming that, so they're investigating NavCare Inc. This is the same company that they usually use for the medical care. They're saying that they're investigating that company, that private company that they have. So it looks like they're kind of just pushing the blame on to somebody else.
Wait, who are they?
Yeah.
NavCare Inc. is the medical care company that they use. It's a private company that they use. So they're saying, look, we investigating them right now.
So they didn't say. Sorry,
Go ahead.
I got something. So they didn't say anything about like how this progressed, because if they're saying he came in here and he already had some issues, whatever. But he's saying like I was in here for 7 months and I ended up in a situation where I had to get my legs removed, my hands removed, and all kinds of stuff. They're not saying like how it happened. They're just saying he came in here.
That's what they're
with
saying.
a problem. How is that like a justification?
I honestly don't know, and that's what I'm saying. It seems like the main hitter, their main argument is that they're investigating the NavCare Inc., the company, the private company. That's the only thing that I can see them actually pushing the blame on, because nobody's gonna take that. Nobody's gonna buy that. When you are in prison, if you do have a sickness, you're supposed to take care of them
100%.
regardless of if they came in there with it or not. You're supposed to take care of
Right.
them.
That's not an excuse.
It's not gonna work, Fulton. It's not gonna work, and they've already been through a whole bunch of different things.
Huh.
I mean,
All right.
just crazy.
Quick question though. If you did, follow. Just hear me. Y'all don't judge me.
All right.
Quick question. If they was like, yo, you got to lose your legs or your arms, which one would you want to lose?
Oh.
Like if you had to lose one, which one
Arm
would you?
for sure.
Yeah, bro. You don't really.
I'm not gonna not walk.
Come on now. You really don't know how much you love your legs until they not there. You dig what I'm saying? Like walking is a commodity. It's a privilege to walk. I don't need these. I could do without this.
All right, I still need
okay,
them,
Lord, don't take them from me. I want them. I definitely want them. But what I'm saying is, like your legs, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
a heck of a thing, man. You leave jail with no leg and they drop the charges because I called 911 for help. Boy,
Now you just out here with no
boy,
legs,
that's why
bro.
Ben Crump said, "Oh yeah,
we got
Birdman, we got something.
we got
here.
something on our hands
Boy.
with this one. No pun intended. No pun intended on that.
Got
One.
something.
Nope. You said it, not me.
But I didn't mean it like that. You're so mean spirited.
You said it, not me. I didn't say it.
Anyways, in other news here in Metro Atlanta, some of these police officers really think they're in the WWE.
Exactly. Now this one goes back to my side of town, the south side of Atlanta, Clayton County,
Yes, sir.
which I love. That's me and Lana from, and it's actually on her portion. It's in Lovejoy. I'm from Jonesboro. She from Lovejoy, and this is how they act. This is how they act in Lovejoy. I just want to let y'all know this is how they act. So this happened at a Walmart, man. There was a police officer that got in an altercation with somebody inside of the Walmart, and it turned very, very, very physical. And I'm going to show you a video. This video has been going viral all over the internet right now.
He don't even belong
Normal
in jail.
arrest.
He needs to be in a mental institution.
Normal arrest.
See what happens when you don't protect your children? And
Yep.
Oh,
Boom.
that's,
Now.
oh my God.
Now here's the thing. That was unwarranted, okay?
I was gonna say, what warrants that?
That was unwarranted, sir. You did not have to slam that man like that. There was no probable cause. There was no nothing. Now, this police officer is now on administrative leave. Does not paid administrative leave. He's
Okay.
on administrative leave, sir. You do not get paid to slam nobody like that. That is uncalled for. So that happened like a day ago.
Can you pull that up again? I'm sorry. I just want to see, like, was there literally anything that happened?
No, he was not resisting to nothing. Look at the video. Wasn't resisting.
All right.
Million, are you about
Hold on. Let's hear it. Let's hear what she's
He
saying.
don't even belong in jail. He needs to be in a mental institution.
Something could be
See
going
what happens
wrong
when
with
you
him.
don't
But we
protect
don't
your
know that.
Hold on.
And yeah,
Let me stop.
I'm sorry. That's
But look,
oh my God.
That man needs to be in the WWE. Somebody need to call him up ASAP.
but what I'm saying is though, she's talking about he needs to be in a mental institution. What was the dude do? He wasn't innocent in this.
We
by any
don't
means.
know what he was doing. There's no reports
But
of what he was
nobody's
doing.
gonna call you nobody's gonna say you deserve to be in a mental institution
Time out.
just if you just shopping.
Time out, though. There's no way you could justify this. There's no way you're trying to justify this police
not
officer
trying to
slamming this
justify
man
it, bro.
like
I'm
this,
not
bro.
trying to justify it. I'm not trying
yeah,
to
you
justify
are. What?
No, I'm not trying. That act is wrong. But
Yes.
you made it seem like bro was just like completely innocent.
Bro, he's not that guilty.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
He
That's
ain't
fair.
that.
When you already have him subdued, like what could he have possibly? And if that woman is saying he needs to be in a mental institution, then clearly she even identified something might not be all the
Exactly.
way there. You know what I mean? So she could tell, like, man, he doesn't go to jail. He needs some help.
Bro, he slammed
What
him.
warrants?
Yeah, bro, he slammed him like they had issues prior, like he done knew him or something. You know what I mean? That wasn't no regular, just like, oh, you about to get arrested, slam. That was, I've been waiting to do this.
I was watching WWE last night.
Yeah, bro, he was waiting like that was
Yeah,
uncalled
man.
for.
That's
I don't
crazy.
see the need for that. So that cop is now on administrative leave, and we'll keep you updated on what happens next.
Meanwhile, there's another officer in Georgia who just got arrested after he thought he had an infinite money hack, according to police. At least that's what I thought when I heard this story.
Yeah, this is a little much. So this former police officer, police chief, Justin Ferguson, a man whose job was to protect and serve, and to also like have evidence in the room. Like he was take evidence, put it in the room, and that's where you protect the evidence. Allegedly was trying to cosplay Denzel Washington from Training Day, because this is ridiculous. This man, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation had to step in after Baldwin police noticed money went missing from the streets that he gathered and put inside the evidence room. Money was missing. Now there's not any, like, they don't say how much money he took.
Okay.
They're not saying what kind of other things he took. They're just saying that he took a lot. Crazy.
But they know it was him though.
Now they know it was him. I mean, I mean, if Georgia Bureau of Investigation stepped in, they definitely did a thorough investigation of this man, 1,000%.
If they noticed money was missing, then it must have been a lot. It's not
Exactly.
I took like $100, like a bit. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
They must have.
And he was so here's the thing. He was the primary custodian of the evidence room. So
Yeah.
he overlooked the entire evidence
Man.
room. Hey, but here's the thing. Now I'm about to say something crazy. If I was a police chief and I was in the evidence room, the money already dirty. You dig what I'm saying? It's already dirty. What, let me take a few dollars off the top. I'm not getting paid enough. And I looked up how much police chiefs make, and it's about $90,000 to $100,000 a year. That is a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's a good amount.
But he was only the former assistant police chief, so he probably got less than
About,
the real,
about 80,000,
Yeah, I
75,
mean-
80. I'm taking a little something. Hey, I'm leaving here with something.
Leaving there with, I don't know, bro. 80K is just greedy at that point, though.
He didn't take 80K.
I'm not saying, no, I'm saying if he's getting already paid around 70, 80K, I mean, bro, you're being greedy at that point. You don't need extra money.
Oh yeah, you do. Right now, everything
would
is
say,
extra. Everything
yeah.
is extra.
Bro, people are surviving with way less than 80K. Like, 80K sounds like,
Well, hey man, that's
You
good.
know.
Good for y'all. All right,
That's what I'm
I need it
saying.
all.
Y'all are really tempting people when you're making that little. I mean, it is not like that much money in the scheme of life. 80,000 is not
Yeah.
that much. If you have a family, if you have, I mean, you got bills to pay.
Exactly.
Inflation is what it is, and you are sitting in front of a stack of cash.
Well, it's calling your
You have
name.
to have the most like willpower of life to be looking at this money that nobody's really checking
Check it.
for, but you.
You the only one looking after it. Million. You telling me $1 million sitting in front of you? It's just looking million. Go ahead, grab
million.
100.
Watch this $1 million and don't do
touch
anything to it.
Just give me
Boy.
million. Come grab 100 off the top. Ain't nobody gonna know.
Nobody will ever know.
You ain't gonna grab 100.
That's
no,
a lot. You
because
gotta
tripping.
I
like,
know that somebody will eventually know, bro. We talked about
tripping.
it not too long ago. Once people start doing bad things and get away with it once, it's like an addiction.
It
People
is.
get hooked to it.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Once
do
you
it.
start sliding, once you start passing, well, Lana, you sounded like you would do it.
No, I understand how people can get tempted. I wouldn't do it because I would always think I'm gonna be the one who gets caught. Like
That's-
it would eat me alive.
My luck is so
Yeah.
bad it doesn't even make sense,
Yeah.
bro. That's why, honestly, that's the only reason why I'm so good. Like, I'm a good Samaritan right now. It's because I know my luck
Yeah.
is just that bad.
I'm the same way.
Some people
I'm the same
some people could get away with it though.
God
But I
loves
swear
me.
to God, every time it doubles back. I see it every time. Every time I try and do something bad, I see the karma coming.
Okay.
Now,
well,
what I thought was crazy is they gave him like no bond.
no.
His bond was like $4,000. So
He can
that's
get
like
400.
What?
If you do 10% of that, it's $400.
Wow.
They didn't want that man.
Yeah, bro. Because it's here's how I looked at it. There's other people inside of this operation. He's just probably the only one that got caught. That's how I'm thinking. Because if I was to think of a cop, you're not doing that and not telling nobody. You're telling a few of the homies on the squad, like, hey, bro, like,
You think?
1,000%.
I would take that to my grave.
1,000%. You're not doing that by yourself.
That's how you get caught, though.
But somebody has to know. Somebody has to know. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people getting robberies get caught, because it eats them up inside. They're like, bro, I gotta say something to somebody, and they end up telling somebody. So I know, I don't know, but I'm thinking like, yo, this worked. It was a group of them probably that was doing it, and they probably just put all the blame on him. Like, hey, you get caught, but if you tell me who really started all this, we'll let you go. Boom.
It's either that or he just started acting brand new. He started getting some money and upgrading his life a little bit. Bro started upgrading his life a little bit.
Hold on now, Justin. How you get that Range Rover, brother? You the only one in the parking lot with a Range Rover.
This salary?
Well, that's crazy. You crazy. Well, he done took. Oh, you ain't got no more PTO and you still leaving work? Oh, wait a minute. This don't look right. Yeah, it probably did get fishy up in there for sure.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Meanwhile, Sandy Springs, we are looking at you. Police say 3 people just got arrested after trying to meet a 15-year-old for sex.
When are these pedos gonna learn? I'm not saying that these men are, because again, it's still just accusations. It's just charges. They haven't actually went through the whole process and been sentenced. But when are just pedos just gonna learn? Like, you're probably gonna get caught if you're trying to talk to a young woman, and that's exactly what happened with this situation. So the Sandy Springs Police Department was just doing an operation, and the operation is a little weird. Officers posed as 15-year-old girls online. Essentially, this is what the reports are saying. They caught 3 men: Antonio Thaxton, he's 43 years old; Jacob Holloway; Daryl Green. These men are they're all well over their 30s, into their 40s. One man drove from Alabama. One man came from Alabama. Another man came from Lawrenceville, Georgia. That wasn't too far away. But this other guy came from South Carolina. And it's just like, you are crossing state lines to go meet up with a 15-year-old, and that's exactly why Sandy Springs caught them. But it was an officer the whole entire time.
Here's my thing, okay? And this is super weird.
go.
No, seriously.
Here we go.
As an officer, when they passing out this assignment in the room, and they like, hey, we ought to set up a sting to pick up some pedos. Anybody want to pretend to be a 15-year-old girl? Who is raising their hand and be like, yeah, I do. I love to play a 15-year-old girl. That'll be me. Because now you have to talk.
You gotta talk
Sexually, not regular.
Real talk.
You got to talk sexually as a 15-year-old girl to grown men. That is so weird. I need to look at the police officer too and actually think, hey, bruh, what kind of freaky deaky stuff are y'all into as well? Because you at night. Imagine this, Lana.
Good point.
You in the bed, right? You laying next to your wife. And because that's when they probably texting. You laying next to your wife, and your wife like, who are you over there texting? Oh, nobody.
It's work.
You know what I'm saying? And you just over there like, ooh, Jamal, I love you. You want to come? Hey, bruh, and you acting like a 15-year-old girl. That's crazy to me, bruh.
I never really thought about
Yes.
what the day-to-day looks like for somebody who has that job. That's crazy.
And imagine if you're not mentally and emotionally stable, and you actually start feeling connections for one of these dudes.
No.
You know what I mean? You actually start feeling like, dang, he's such a sweet guy. I'm so mad that it kind of upsets me that I got to do this to him. And then you end up, setting him up.
I will say they're good at their job, though.
Yeah, very.
I mean, they got game. In order to get somebody to cross state lines state lines, spend money and cross state lines for it. I mean, that's a little game right there.
I don't even think you would need to have game, honestly. Because, like, if you are a suspect, you're a dude who looks like one of those 3. I know we pull their pictures off, but you look like one of those 3, and you have actual attention from a 15-year-old, you might be thinking, like, oh, my God, like, I finally got one. Like, a 15-year-old, especially these days, who look grown, trying to be in a club, trying to get somebody rich, they're going for
True.
them. As soon as you get some attention, you probably, I'll drive across the country. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I can see the guy in the middle for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I can see the guy in the middle for sure. But the white shirt, I mean, pause, but like,
Yeah.
I think he's
Watch
a
yourself.
pause.
Yeah, that's
I mean, yeah, I had to pause.
crazy.
I had to pause. But I mean, he ain't that down bad.
No,
bro,
no.
there's options out there. A lot of these guys, I just think there's options out there, bro. You don't have to go for a young woman.
You
bro.
don't.
You know what? And there are enough old enough women who look young. Like I was just looking at no.
That's
That's
even more real.
Yo, that's lying.
All I'm saying is,
Suspicious.
I saw the other day there was this girl. She had this condition where she like basically stopped growing past 8. So she legitimately looks like an 8-year-old. You never seen any of those cases where like they will be looking for love, but they've never grown past a certain point, and they're 22, 30 years old. They still want love.
That doesn't feel
but
right.
they look like a child still, bro. I mean, I thought like,
that doesn't fit.
what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, that doesn't feel right with me. I would always walk around. If I was with that person, I would walk around and be like, feel so like, oh.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
still gotta lock that person up. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Still gotta lock that
Yeah,
person.
because you having thoughts. This person just of age, but you
Yeah.
really want a young person. You did what? Y'all did y'all?
That's the best case scenario for this situation, though. You know what I mean? You want, and I want, and we
We could get it. Come on now. Do y'all remember? I don't know if this happened in y'all high school, but it was so many older dudes that used to pick up young girls at Jonesboro.
What is with
But
that?
it was so many older dudes that used to pick up young girls, but we never batted an eye to it. There was nothing ever to be like, oh man, that's weird. Us as kids in high school, we be like, oh, she just hanging out with an older dude. Now that I'm older,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, those dudes are pedophiles, dog. Those dudes like little girls,
Yeah.
and that's weird.
It was normalized at one point because I had recently watched ATL, bruh. Big Boy, if you look closely, when he pulled up at the school at one point, he was dropping off a teenager,
Oh, low key.
a high schooler, for them to get into the into the high school.
Oh, low key.
Y'all, what is going on? When I seen this, I was like, bro, yo, they used to get down like this back in the day.
Oh no,
Crazy.
for sure,
Yeah.
bro. That's a real thing.
I think that it has slightly changed with my generation. The most that we've seen, I think the girls in my generation, they started seeing like, okay, that's weird. They only started talking to guys that were like seniors, but they were freshmen. That's the highest that would.
Yeah.
Even that is really weird.
No,
for
that's
the
not weird.
senior, that's weird.
No, that's not weird. For
For the
senior-
senior, that's
for
weird.
This girl just got out of middle school.
Like, when you say it like, but when you
crazy.
say it like that, like she just got out of middle school, yes, that is weird.
I'm
But
about
if
to
you-
be looking at you. Give
if
me
you
your phone.
don't, if you don't, if you don't
computer
look,
log.
but if you don't look at it like that as a high schooler, it's not, because I was 17 in high school, so I didn't turn 18 until I graduated.
Same.
So it's like being 17 in high school, dating a freshman. I mean, if she was 14, so you know what? Never mind. You know, that's
chill.
weird. That's weird. That's weird. You're
Chill.
right. That's weird. That's weird. My bad. Just erase that.
Watch ATL though. I'm telling you, it was a scene in there. It just caught me off guard.
No,
for
when
real.
you look at older movies and older shows,
Oh, you catch everything now.
you do. It's like, wait a minute,
I,
is this
I
normal?
was watching this, man. They showed me this. It's crazy.
Meanwhile, usually when you get pulled over, you want to do everything you can to get the police to let you go. This guy just said, you know what? Let me just give it to God and give it up.
I respect him for doing this too. So police say Herbert Myrick was in a single car crash around 10:30 p.m. He hits a sign, takes out a tree, and instead of stopping, he just tries to keep on moving. Crazy.
Man.
So officer flips on the lights. He doesn't pull over right away and eventually stops somewhere else, saying he was just heading to his daughter's house. Meanwhile, police go back to the crash scene and find a whole trail of evidence. Just everything. Tree down, debris everywhere, headlights out of place, a whole 9 yards.
Man.
Now here's where everything just goes haywire. And Mr. Herbert, I respect you for this. Officer said they smelled alcohol on his breath. They said, have you been drinking? He said, yeah, I had 3 beers. And then later on, he was just like, you know what? Forget it. Take me to jail. Take me to jail. You know what? Screw all this mess. Take me to jail. And was just like, yo, man, I'm done. Take me to jail. So they found a half-empty bottle of whiskey, 3 beers, right next to the crash.
Dang.
The amount of audacity you have to begin with to even just look at these officers in the face. Oh yeah, just 3 beers. I'm just going to and you got a whole trees. Your headlights gone.
The funny part of the entire situation is they gave him a field sobriety test and he failed it, and he got frustrated that he was failing the test. He got frustrated that he was failing. It was just like, yeah, man, forget this, man. I'm drunk. Take me to jail. Man, this ain't even worth it. Take me to jail. So I respect you, Herbert, for taking that DUI like a man, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't taking it like a man. If he was trying to fight it at
He
one
wasn't.
point.
He wasn't trying to fight it. He was just like he was trying to let him know, like, hey, man, I drank a little bit. You caught me.
A little bit. Imagine being frustrated that you are failing the sobriety test and not that you have a missing headlight, car damage. I mean, like a sign. I mean, the police just sees everything
Yeah.
you just did.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm failing the sobriety test. I knew I could walk this line. Well, you got bigger problems, my guy.
Bro, I've been in a car with somebody that was that got a DUI, bro, and that was the craziest situation ever. And this is after he got his first one, and we got in the car, and he got another one like a couple months later. And so we get in the car, so he done already read up on what not to do and what to do. Hey, bro, this is the funniest thing in the world. So we get pulled over. The police come to the car. He's like, "Y'all been drinking?" I was like, "Who is y'all?" I'm riding. It don't matter if I've been drinking.
Right.
I'm riding right now. And my homeboy was like, "I don't got to answer that question." As soon as he said that, I said, "Oh, he going to jail. He going to jail tonight." And so police officer was like, "Hey, man, I smell alcohol on you." And he was like, "Do you mind stepping out the car?" He was like, "I really don't got to step out the car." I was like, "Oh, brother,
Definitely want to
you was tripping." So the police officer opened up the driver's door, got him out the car, and my friend was like, "Yo, I'm not taking no field sobriety test. I'm not doing none of that." He was like, "Oh, sorry, you ain't got to do none of that. Turn around, put your hands behind your back." And he was like, "I ain't going to jail. I'm not going to jail." I was like, "Wait a minute." My whole time I was just thinking, how am I going to get home? Because, brother, if you go to jail, you was my ride. I ain't got no money for Uber at the time. Like,
oh, man.
Yeah, I ain't got no money for Uber. So I was like, "Hey, man, so I kind of wanted to get out of the car and be like, hey, I'll drive us home. I ain't been drinking. No involved. I was drunk, too." I'm like, but nah, took him straight to jail. Got that DUI that night, brother.
That's
got that
crazy.
DUI that night.
And as soon as you hop into the driver's seat, they
Oh,
say, whoop, whoop.
oh,
Gotcha.
you're getting one, too.
He said, who is y'all?
Yeah, you remember what I was saying? Who been drinking? I meant you too.
Oh, man, we have got to talk about these wildfires raging in the state of Georgia, but we have to go to a quick break, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
It's hot.
At least it was.
Huh? Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Well,
What's going on, everybody? It's commercial break talks.
Yeah.
Oh, we had to, don't we want to name this? We basically just come and talk to you guys during the commercial break and just see what you guys are up to, see what you guys are thinking about the show. Super Duper C, shout out, man. We saw you on X earlier popping off about the show. We appreciate, Super Duper C, you
a real marketer.
you a real one, man.
You're a real marketer too. Like, I'll give it to you. Like, you tell the masses about the show, brother. I respect it. And also, I don't know what MARTA stands for, to be totally honest with you. Million does.
Metro Atlanta Rail Train something.
Well, I think it's Metro. He says Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Who did that?
That's Super Duper C.
Why ask if you ain't know?
He put a question
He
mark.
said he asked, does MARTA stand for the Metropolitan Authority?
You ain't guessing that.
Yeah.
Super, you ain't guessed that. Nah, come on now. You looked it up and you asked me. You ain't guessing that. Is it the Metro Atlanta?
That's a hard one to guess. That's just random to guess.
That's a crazy guess, bro.
Oh, man, Super Duper, you funny, brother.
I'm telling you,
You
bro.
funny, Super.
I'm telling you, bro.
Super, how was your birthday, man? We didn't even ask about that. I know you turned 60, was
that's
it last
right.
week? I think it was the week before last week. What'd you do? Did you have people over? Did you go out to eat? Your family take you somewhere, man? My birthday coming up in 2 months. June, baby. June, baby.
It's June? I thought you were July.
Nah,
You're the end of June.
June 28th. June 28th, that is the birthday.
What's the best sign? Probably a Leo, right?
Nah, Cancer.
Cancer is definitely not the best sign.
Cancer is the best
Cancer is
sign.
definitely not the
What?
No, Leo by a long shot.
You crazy.
Think of how many people who are like notable people. Look
Cancers.
at what sign that no.
Cancer. Let's just look.
Man, nah.
See how many.
It's definitely Leos.
How many
Yes.
famous
Yes, ChatGPT.
people are
Famous.
Cancers?
What sign do most famous people belong to?
A
I'm
lot.
about to tell you guys
Oh.
at the next commercial break. Dang it.
Drake. Post
What sign do most
Malone,
famous
Drake
people?
ain't no Cancer.
Drake.
Drake is
going on, everybody, and welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta. So we've been talking about these wildfires that have been raging here in Georgia, really South Georgia. Over 120 homes have been destroyed at this point.
Yeah, so apparently they got 2 different counties that's being affected by these wildfires right now. We got Brantley County and Clinch County. So Brantley County got around 87 houses that were reported that's been affected by these fires, and then Clinch County got about 35 that's been affected by these fires. Again, y'all, we talked about it multiple different times. These fires, they're claiming, is due to the drought that we've been going through. Y'all felt the rain that we had last week.
Yeah.
Saturday,
during the
yeah, a little bit.
It was just a little sprinkle,
Little
right?
sprinkle.
And it ain't helped nothing.
Nothing.
They're still
Yeah.
out there trying to fight the fires, dog. They still out there trying to fight the fires, bro. So they said that it's about 50 acres of land that they got burned up right now. Right now, that's what it was. At first, when we reported on it, it was only at like 44. I think we started at like 4,000. Then we got up to 40,000, and now it's at 50,000.
That's crazy.
It's sick, bro, and it's sad. And a lot of, I seen something. 85% of fires are being started by humans, or started by wildfires, are started by humans. So who knows what this could have actually been?
Hey, bro, you ever thought, like, if you're an animal in the forest and then your house just get burned down? Like,
Yeah.
as a human, like, you know, we kind of know what to do. But as an animal, like, in the forest, you just don't. Your house, you wake up and, like, fire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Seems like they'd have some kind of a sense for it at this point, right? Like if it started to get a little smoky or whatever, like wouldn't they, in theory, like have something innate that said, okay, I need to run?
I'm sure they do.
I don't think
have
animals are. They might be smart, but I don't know if they're that smart.
You know, that would be like a whole, what is that called? Natural selection. Like you would think that would be something that was like bred into them over the.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't think so. I think when forest fires and stuff like that happen, I think animals don't know what to do.
They just sit there and get burned.
No.
It's my time to go.
I don't think they do that, but I do think they don't know what to do. They've never been in this situation before.
But I heard that like certain animals will stay away from like campfires and stuff like that. Like if you make a big enough fire and you go camping or something like that, like you might be able to keep a bear away if they think that it's an actual fire.
Oh,
Yo.
interesting.
I don't know that's true, but
So it says they naturally move towards rivers and roads and things like that during fire.
Really?
Yeah, it's like something in them that
Okay.
just makes them
Okay.
naturally go to rivers.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Hey, my bad. I didn't think they had
we
it in
gonna
them.
find some water.
I didn't
Okay.
think they had it in them. You know what I mean? I didn't think they had it in them.
Me neither, bro. So they got it about 7% contained over at Brantley County and 10% contained over at Clinch County. They're still struggling with this because of the winds that they've been dealing with. So it's still kind of technically spreading. It's no direction that it's spreading to. It's just spreading. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because people here in Metro Atlanta apparently want to make it worse for absolutely no reason. Because another man in Metro Atlanta was just arrested for setting a bunch of fires in Dekalb County. What is wrong with y'all?
see, we talked about it. We talked about it last week of a man being arrested because of something that he did over in Lithonia. He was burning shrubs. I think he burned down 3 different places in the span of one night. That's what they alleged. That was last week, though. This man that they caught, they didn't release the name of him or any pictures of him. He hit 11 plus fires over one night, bruh.
God.
Yes,
For
bruh.
what?
I don't know.
That's what I said, like-
they don't necessarily know what the motives are that they have. Officials believe the fires were intentionally set, though. They said that this man was intentionally setting them. They said that he was hitting like grass. He was hitting brushes, brushes of grass and things like that. And buildings were damaged. They said that there was a mosque that was close by that actually kind of seen parts
man.
of that
Really?
fire there. Yeah.
Why you say it like that?
I mean, it's a mosque on fire during these times. I mean,
Wait, what?
Yeah, well,
look, I'm just saying, bro.
Well.
Put 2 and 2 together sometimes, bro.
Okay.
We do it all the time.
Okay.
See, local could have some psyops too here and there.
Ah.
Local could have some psyops here. But as a matter of fact, on my video that we talked about the data centers, a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's just so funny how they're building data centers near the areas where the wildfires are."
Oh.
I couldn't believe it, yo. People was in the comments going crazy with stuff like that, those theories.
That's pretty interesting.
It's like, oh, yeah, it's just so funny. These fires, these areas where the wildfires are, we might start seeing data centers being
I wonder
built
if
up.
that's true. Wouldn't that be crazy? Because there's a world where you build, I don't know, houses or like grocery stores, hospitals.
True.
If data centers end up taking those spaces, that would be crazy.
And it's cheap land too. Who knows?
Yeah, man.
True.
Who knows? But yeah, so apparently, like I said, the suspect has been arrested. He had the firefighters bouncing around all night. I think it was from 8:30 p.m. to like late in the morning, like early in the morning. The next day that he was doing this type of thing, man. Yeah, a lot of people was getting affected by his fires.
See, that's the thing. They be burning down the wrong stuff.
What are they supposed to burn down, Rondo?
You know what I mean? Like, go burn down the my student loan office. Go burn that down. Like,
Well.
go burn that down. Y'all burning down stuff that ain't got nothing to do with us. Go burn down some stuff that's actually gonna make a difference.
What do you think is gonna happen if they burn down the student loan? I promise you, they're gonna find a way to keep those.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know it'll slow it down a little bit. I know it'll slow it down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
I'm just scared because it's like, why are people being so destructive in Dekalb County, Lithonia area? Like, we talked about the guy from last week, but then there's also that mass shooting not too long ago also. It's just like Atlanta's being targeted right now, and we can't be doing this stuff during when company comes for the World Cup.
Oh, they shutting that down. Oh, bro, you think they finna let them fires go when them? What? They finna shut stuff down.
That's like 12 then over the course of one night. They said that they were called to more than 11 additional fires.
Look at this.
You just run around.
Look at this. Hey, you can't even walk around with a lighter when the company come in town. I guarantee you pull a lighter out your pocket, they coming to arrest you. I guarantee don't even light your cigarette. You better rub your ashy elbows together and start a fire and light that cigarette, boy. What?
But if you think about it, like if the conditions are still this dry and still this windy and still this problematic and a bunch of people descend on the city and they just throwing cigarette butts here, drinking, open container they're starting.
True.
I mean, y'all trying to burn the city down.
Yeah, it's still dry too. Especially if we don't got no rain by then, it'll get real scary if we don't have no rain by then.
And also, I don't know if y'all have ever been to a MLS match, not a like Atlanta United game, but like an actual like real soccer game, like a Barcelona, any type of.
Have you?
Yes, I have. And when I tell you, not in Barcelona, when they came, they played here before, yeah. Bro, when I tell you, fire is the least. They will light the entire arena up.
What?
Yeah, man, they got torches and all kinds of stuff.
Wait,
yeah.
what do you mean?
Oh, soccer fans are legit crazy.
No, I know they're crazy, but like, what do you mean? Like they have torches?
So imagine if
Wait, what?
y'all gotta.
You're
Yes.
telling me they had torches at?
Bruh. Yes, dog.
In the stands.
In the stands.
No, they did not.
Bruh, I'm trying to tell y'all, go watch the games overseas. Look at videos from overseas. You will see torches and lighters and flags getting burned, all kinds of stuff. Now you imagine, come bring that here, and then it's gonna be wild.
But I've been stopped for having like a bag that was not bigger than my hand, whatever it was.
Oh,
and they're bringing in lighters, torches.
Hey man.
Huh.
Hey man.
That's
Hey, man.
crazy.
It's a lot of places you can hide it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
And you know that from experience.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is you can hide it a lot of places. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, that's nasty. Anyways, okay, so now that TSA is paid and functioning properly, everybody and their mama is trying to fly. And with this story, that's the problem.
Yeah, I think we've all had screaming babies on the plane, right?
Oh yeah.
We all had.
Oh yeah.
Well, in Spirit, I mean, we'd be chilling on Spirit.
Yeah.
With Spirit, they
Yeah.
would imagine
They put the babies up under the plane on Spirit. They ain't got no room. And everybody's had an unruly child on a flight.
Yes.
Always. And it's just not there. So this Delta flight, this one passenger on this Delta flight coming from Atlanta to Portland, she decided that she wanted to have a baby on the flight. She wanted to have her baby mid-flight, and what happens next is something that's straight out of a movie. Like once she started going into labor, it just so happens that there was 2 nurses on the plane and a doctor on the plane. So they turned row 23 to a whole hospital delivery room.
God.
You know what I'm saying? No epidural, no nothing. She puts this baby out. You know what I'm saying? Straight, like crazy, right? That's wild.
Did it describe, like, was she like,
Yeah, she was screaming, "You having a baby?" And it was a baby girl. The baby girl is very healthy baby girl. Right here, there's a picture of her right here. She delivered it. Those are the two nurses. Beautiful baby girl right on Delta, right in the back. Now, here is my question that I have to ask. If you was sitting in front of her, would y'all turn around and look?
Oh man, see, that was just about to say that man right there.
You see that dude
is mad.
Hey, bruh, if you were sitting in front of her, would you turn around and look just to peek? And
Imagine the people on the other side.
Other side, you just looking at this lady had his baby. Hey, bruh, I ain't gonna hold you. I would have turned around.
And none of y'all's hands are as sanitized as they need to be.
Well, they probably had some gloves. The Delta people probably had some gloves for her to deliver the baby. You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to as soon as you touch the seat, anything else to get yourself in position with the gloves on. Now you.
Here's the thing, though. That I was thinking, you got to name that baby something that has to do with the plane, like Delta Leisha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Blue Sky. You got to name her something. And Delta got to get that baby like free flights forever. Forever. For you to be what? My baby was born on your plane and it landed and she was safe and the baby's healthy. What? Yes, I want that. Yes, my baby need to have free flights forever.
I do think that's interesting though, because how is she? Apparently, you're not even supposed to get. I thought you wasn't even supposed to be on the plane at a certain.
So
point.
after 38 weeks, you aren't supposed to fly. So no, 34 weeks you aren't supposed to fly.
36.
36. There it is. 36 weeks you aren't supposed to fly. So between 20, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she was around like the 30-ish, 32, 33 mark.
She was like, I
could still do this. But
it.
Also, if you go to the doctor has to clear you. So she obviously went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Hey, it's cool for you to fly, and it's cool for you to go."
I mean, because we don't
know. So it's like, in order for you to fly, you got to be cleared by a doctor, which is wild. But the baby's healthy. It was a baby girl. You know what I'm saying? The baby was definitely healthy, but she definitely delivered it on a flight. That had to be one of the wildest flights ever.
Because like a screaming baby is one thing.
But
what I imagine like screaming because I'm pushing out the baby. I mean, blood curdling, and you can't even like. What?
And you only got this much room.
And then you got
you only got this much room.
I don't think you guys understand, because there was a lot I didn't know about pregnancies and just having a baby and all that kind of stuff until I got to be, because they don't really tell you about this stuff in health class. They tell you, but they don't like tell you. That sounds like a nightmare.
You got to clean that up too. That's the thing, man. You got to get on the flight.
You don't know.
You got to clean that up after, like, whoever the flight crew, that's the flight cleaning crew.
Oh my God.
Hey, imagine you land a plane and you open the doors and like, "Hey, I just want to warn y'all, somebody had their baby back there." And you just like, what are you talking about, Susan? You so crazy, girl. Somebody literally just delivered a baby in row 23.
I don't think y'all, you know that like sometimes when you push, when you're having a baby.
Oh, you boo-boo. Yeah.
There is so much that could have gone.
Oh, it's and probably all of that happened all in a row, bro.
Imagine you didn't have a doctor or nurses on board, and it was just like guy from row 3, and like the flight attendant trying to, I don't know what we're doing.
Anybody know how to deliver a baby? John just in the back going, I've seen it before. I've seen it before. I watched The Pit.
Somebody watch Grey's Anatomy. Do this.
Hey, or somebody just like, here's my chance. I can do this. That's so crazy. But yeah, she did delivered it, and the baby was very much so healthy, and I'm very thankful that the baby was healthy. But I would have hated to be on that flight. I tell you that, boy.
You owe me something. You owe talking about the baby.
What?
You owe me free flight.
Everybody on that plane. As soon as I step off, Delta, where is my voucher? Where is my voucher?
Dinner tonight.
Yeah.
5-star hotel.
Something, bro. What? For sure.
Man. Okay. There is, it's Atlanta. So of course, it's another scam we got to tell you about, and this one actually hit big.
Yeah, this is a scam that I listen. I'm big on scams. Okay, I love them. I love watching this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do them, but I enjoy watching them because I like to see how they're done. It's very interesting. So police are saying a group of fraudsters pulled off a $300,000 finesse. All right, all pretending to be what? Federal agents.
Man.
Federal agents. All right. Investigators say 3 to 4 people worked together, building trust with this victim, flashing fake federal warrants, creating a sense of urgency like it was official business. And then on February 26th alone, there was a $60,000 cash transaction. Not no wire, not no Zelle, it was a cash, dollars. Moolah, cheese, bread in the hand.
Somebody went and got $60,000 in cash.
And here's the thing: if you got $60,000 and you quick to hand it over that fast, you don't belong. It don't belong to you in the first place. You need to go ahead and get that up. You know that's $60,000 because you stupid enough to give somebody $60,000 in cash.
That either means you had it at home, which is unlikely, or you had to go to the bank.
Yes.
And get set, which means you probably had to call ahead of time.
Hey, I need $60,000.
And the bank didn't stop.
They didn't say,
so what?
They didn't say, hey, what? So the Federal Trade Commission says these types of scams are costing Americans hundreds of millions. So they never really explained what they did in a sense. They pretended to be federal agents. It was almost like that story I told y'all a while back where the guys were calling up old people and telling them, hey, somebody's in jail. I need you to send, X amount of money to bond them out, send it in crypto. This is like that, except it's on a higher scale, because when you're dealing with federal agents, you're dealing with something that's serious, something very serious. So when you hear somebody say, hey, I'm a federal agent, I need you to do this, that, and the third, or you can get in trouble, X, Y, Z, of course I'm gonna give you the money.
That's great. Okay, so I'm looking at your notes here. So it was 3 or 4 of them who was a part of this.
Yes.
They all posed as federal officials, and I guess they just got a little template for a fake federal warrant and then built trust over time with that victim and then pressured the victim
to get the money.
Give it over.
Get the money.
And apparently, they coordinated this thing so well. One suspect met up with the victim for the cash pickup. Another one did counter surveillance to watch for police to make sure the police didn't show up. Another vehicle stand nearby to monitor the exchange.
It was the whole thing.
Hold on.
And they rinse and repeat.
So this was a warrant that they were trying to serve, a fake warrant. So they were basically playing like dirty cops.
Dirty cops.
So they were acting as dirty cops.
Essentially, yes.
No, they were acting as legitimate cops.
But doing dirty
federal
work.
agents.
But what legitimate cop do you know is getting 60 bands from you?
That's a good question.
That's the point I'm making.
Hey, that person might have been doing something wrong to where they was actually like working. They was like, you know what? All right, it's dirty cops. This is my line of work.
100%. And that's the point I had thought. I was like, yo, they've done their surveillance and they've done their research on whoever this was. Because if you got $300,000 about this person, bruh, that means you've done your due diligence to know exactly how much money they bringing in, what it is that they need to do, X, Y, and Z. I mean, this is well thought out. This is not no run of the mill type of scam. This is a thought out scam, bro.
Because they did multiple transactions to get to that
300,000. This is not one time.
The largest one was 60,000,
Exactly.
but like you might have had them. So what had you going over and over and over and over again to these people handing cash over and not thinking, something might be
suspicious.
Off here.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Y'all find the right people, because I would have had about $6 for you to talk about some 60,000. Well, I guess you gotta take me to jail.
You
I don't know
take
what
me to jail.
60,000, bro, in
crazy.
cash is wild. So they ended up they still haven't been caught, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
so
man.
they still are out here.
Still
Wait,
running.
so then how did this even get like?
So the investigation
exposed?
is still ongoing. Police are asking for public to help identifying suspects and vehicles. Well,
so the person probably just realized, okay, I'm
hey,
clearly
bruh,
getting scammed.
I'm getting took. But it took him $300,000. It wouldn't, like I said, it wouldn't have took me no $300,000 to realize.
Right.
After the first $10, like you said, I'd be like, oh yeah, this ain't right.
Wait, so they got away with the 60K then?
Yes, brother.
300,000.
The 300K. This is sick.
Yeah, well, it.
Ooh,
Yeah, I wouldn't
that's
say
clever.
sick, but
it's clever,
Very
but
clever.
like it's
Very
it's
clever.
sick. It's sick.
That is sick.
I mean,
Y'all want to dress up.
Good.
It's crazy. There's 3 or 4 of y'all.
3 or 4.
Because one person is one thing, but now you got a unit of people. That's like the APNs, the Atlanta Police.
Yes.
It was a whole band of people. If you didn't know, it was a whole band of people who were pretending to be officers, police officers, and doing all types of crimes in Atlanta. We reported on it for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
and
it
we're
was
like, oh, it's like a whole
back to back.
Yeah, it was like a group of them to form their own little police department.
300,000.
Anywho, yeah, that's crazy. So this is not like a scam, officially, but a man reportedly went missing along with a bunch of cars he was supposed to be hauling.
Yeah, it's suspicious. All right, the story is weird, and I don't really know what to think of it. So Alejandro Gonzalez, a truck driver, he picks up multiple vehicles from Port of Brunswick on April 16th. Route job, load up, head to Miami, drop off, get paid. Just a normal, truck driving job, right? But somewhere between Georgia and Florida, everything just goes left. Everything goes left. Around 1:30 in the morning, Gonzalez pulls into a truck stop between Florida, a normal rest stop. He stays there for a few hours, then pulls off around 7:30 a.m. Now, this is where my mind, I'm like, what is really going on? So according to GPS, the truck goes south. Okay, now follow me. Then exits. Then backs onto the highway heading north toward Jacksonville. That's the opposite direction of Miami. Okay, he's supposed to be going to
Florida.
Supposed to be going to Miami to drop. Okay, y'all following me? Okay. Shortly after, Gonzalez goes completely silent. GPS goes off. Everything goes off. Completely silent. Okay, everything gone. The truck itself is eventually found in Port Wentworth, Georgia, the next day. But now we got bigger problems. The cars are gone. Okay, cars gone. Gonzalez gone. Truck still there, went missing. Here's where it gets even more interesting, bruh. 3 of those cars were found in Florida.
So then he was in Florida then.
Wait, what were the cars? Did it tell you?
Oh,
like
it didn't
the
tell you the
brand?
cars.
Man,
No,
because
no.
you know they got some nice cars
Yeah.
down in Miami.
But
They could have been any kind of level of luxury.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the cars went missing, but Gonzalez, the 3 of the cars got found, but Gonzalez himself nowhere to be
Did they
found.
say where the cars were found?
In Florida.
No, like where were
Oh,
they?
no.
Oh, I didn't know these. Oh, it was like sold to one person.
No.
and all that.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
That's
pretty sure
crazy.
that kind of happened. But in order for you to get 3 cars off an 18-wheeler, bro, that's not easy. Cause you know those cars be stacked on top of each other. You got to
Right.
pull one up and then you got some on top. Those cars be stacked up. So here's my suspicion, and here's where my brain went. I think, and this is just me, I just think this. I think he set this up to where he called a few homies. Once he went off the grid, he called the homies. The homies came, picked up them whips, drove them whips. He drove somewhere else, and them cars are good. They was about to flip the cars and split the money at X, Y, Z. And Gonzalez just went somewhere else. That's where I went.
Or he could have told his people that he had this, and they could have like stuck him up for it.
I didn't
You know
think of
what
that. I didn't think of that one.
He could be the victim.
I didn't think of that one. I don't know, bro. It's suspicious though, right?
It's,
For
it's
sure.
definitely suspicious.
It's suspicious, right?
Cars supposed to be in Miami, not this, that, and the third.
Bro, what?
I'm still kind of at a loss when people just disappear out of nowhere in general. With the technology that we have today, how is anybody disappearing at
Yeah,
this
how
point
did they
in
not
time?
ping his phone? They didn't ping his phone. They didn't ping anything.
Yeah.
So cars never got delivered. Truck still where it is. Gonzalez gone. 3 cars found. Bruh, this is the most suspicious story I've read because I can't wrap my mind around where it's going. And I hope, I'm going to keep following this because I hope something develops to where either they find Gonzalez and they question him, like, hey, mister, what happened to the cars? Or something happens. You know what I mean? It's nuts.
No, that is crazy. Because we really don't know. He could easily be a part of it as much as he could be a victim.
1000%.
Like,
It's
you
two- it's two.
It's one of the, because the cars didn't make it to Miami, so one of the two.
Hey, bruh.
You know what, everybody? We had to tell you this before we left. Early voting in the primary elections in Georgia has just opened. People.
Yep. So today, early voting for the primary, like you just said, my bad, is open. So the primaries would determine basically the Democratic and the Republican candidates for the general election that's supposed to be taking place in November. It's a lot of people we got on the right side, on the Republican side, and it's a couple of folks that we got over on the Democratic side. We already interviewed somebody. We already interviewed somebody that's on the Democratic side. I just want to make that call to the other people. Yo, come on out. Let's ask you some questions about Georgia, and let's get to the bottom of how you're gonna fix Georgia, make Georgia better, because Brian Kemp did a decent job, in my opinion.
Okay.
Overall.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like how badly it could have gone,
Yeah.
some of these states are in, he did not. I know a lot of people just kind of think, oh, okay, it is what it is. It's not good, not bad, or some people really do like him because we would get all these surplus checks because the state would be in surplus, and so they'd be like, oh, we're gonna give you all like $250 extra on your tax returns, whatever it would be. So I mean, I don't hate how he did, but when it was Jason Estes who was here, who we interviewed, and he was talking about different things that could have been done for the state, and I guess I kind of forgot how much could be done versus how much actually gets done, like where the priorities are. Like, will this new person prioritize data centers?
True.
Or will they prioritize like hospitals? Will we have all the potholes filled, or will we have somehow all the rich people in Georgia coming in and just kind of siphoning away the money as we've seen kind of happen across the country? I mean,
I mean, to your point though, this is why it's so important to actually stay up to date, because these people will make the craziest promises out to you. They'll tell you that they'll give everybody $1 million if they could. But it's like, are you actually, like, you got to look into the policies, you got to see what the structure is in the government and see if it's actually plausible right now. So the places that they are electing, the things that's up for election is the House, all of the House representative seats. We got a Secretary of State, Attorney General, and then again the Governor of Georgia. Anything
y'all are looking to change in Georgia? Like, is there anything in specific that you want to change in Georgia? Me personally, I would like to see this is something that it hurts all of us, is the roads. I think that needs to be something, and that goes over all of Georgia. Like, I think the roads are terrible, especially in Atlanta. But I mean, I've been down to Savannah, I've been to Augusta, I've been, all these roads are pretty bad. So I would want to see roads, wider roads, more lanes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
I would just like to see them finish a road project before they moved on to another one.
True.
You know what I mean? Because I'm so sick of seeing all this. Y'all gotta have some organization.
As for me, I need education. Because I
would like to see.
I need to see education across Georgia. Like, we need to be #1 in the United States because we have so many bright kids.
Yeah, we do.
We have so many bright kids. There's no reason why we should be as low as we are.
That's not, because I would say that we have the opposite more and more these days, where these kids are literally just addicted to their screen. Like, they need help. Our kid, if we call it a spade, our kids need help.
That's funny.
We do have to go to a quick break, but when we come back, we have a lot of national stories coming at you after this.
Here it goes, Tommy.
Okay, so welcome back to the commercial break. I did look it up from the last time. If you're following, I only asked ChatGPT, what sign do most famous people belong to as far as astrology goes? And it says, there isn't a single zodiac sign that most famous people belong to, but some signs do seem to show up a lot among celebrities, especially in entertainment and leadership. A few patterns people often point out. Number 1 are Leos.
Oh, wow.
I don't make the rules. Leos, Scorpio is next, actually. Libra, and Capricorn.
Oh, Cancer's not even on the list?
Cancer's not even on the list.
That's upsetting.
Leo says this is the one most commonly associated with fame. Leos are stereotyped as confident, expressive, and attention-loving, traits that fits performers and public figures. Scorpios are often linked with intensity, mystery, and strong personal presence. So a lot of figures in music and film fall under that sign. Libras are associated with charm, beauty, and social grace, which aligns with public-facing careers like acting, modeling, and media. And Capricorns tend to show up among powerful or highly successful figures, business leaders, politicians, and people known for long-term achievement. So what do you guys sign for? Mediocrity?
And Cancers are just the best.
We're just the best.
We're just the best.
Is that look up ChatGPT? What's the best zodiac sign?
What's the best is Cancer.
Okay, I'll say, what do most people consider to be the best zodiac sign? I see you're a Taurus. Most people don't agree. I swear to God, I didn't make this up. Most people don't agree on the best zodiac sign. It depends on what they value. Common favorites are Leo.
Well, obviously it's your chat.
Yeah, right.
It's my chat. I swear to God, my chat
does not ask the same question. Ask the same question.
My chat would say the same thing.
My chat does not know my. Okay, put it in verbatim. I said, what sign do most famous people belong to as far as astrology? We got 30 seconds.
Go ahead, Dale. Let me see what yours say.
I can't spell astrology.
I never put my thing in.
Signs that seem to dominate fame. Cancer.
How does it know? Okay, but right under it is Leo.
Right under is Leo.
It's listening to you.
No, it's not.
Leo's clearly the top answer.
You see it? Often cited as the #1 or near the top.
His says Leo.
That's crazy. Mine
Yours is biased. You put it in.
Say
Cancer first.
Y'all see it.
are watching Hot 97 TV.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the country. It is Monday, April 27th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Ron Double 2 N.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey, keep it a milli. Keep it a milli tonight.
Yes.
Keep it a milli.
This man got short-term memory, dog.
I'm telling you,
What
bro.
in
I
the
swear
world
it
is
be
going
coming
on?
out. It just be going,
God,
bro. It just be going, bro.
Oh, man. Okay, so this is our new time. Just as a reminder, we have moved from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you can sit back, cook dinner, relax. You just got off work and listen to what these people are up to. We do an hour of Atlanta stories at 7 o'clock, and that is followed by this hour of national news at 8 o'clock. So thank you for joining us. People are excited.
Yeah, we
Yes,
excited.
yes, yes,
baby.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about what these people are up to. So first of all, the story everybody is talking about right now is the shooting that happened over the weekend at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. You guys saw what happened
Crazy.
because it's taken over the entire news cycle, and we are aware of that. So we're gonna try to just talk about the things people aren't really talking about as much. Make it a little more interesting for you. And I can start off by saying the White House is aware that people online think that this shooting was staged. Because usually, you know, that's kind of a thing that happens online, grumblings happen online, but literally so many people thought it was staged. A reporter asked Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, today, just like, you know, if they'd seen it, if they'd heard about it, and what they were thinking about it, and really what the White House was doing with social media companies to try to tackle that. That was the question, and this was Caroline's answer.
I don't have tangible answers for you on what we're doing with social media companies, if anything at all. What I will say is it's very important to us that we get the truth and the facts about this case and any case out there as quickly as possible to dispel some of that crazy nonsense that you do see running rampant online.
The government says it's not staged, so it's not staged, everybody.
Yeah, all right.
That's what it is. Like, I'm not saying it is one way or the other, because how would I know? You
No,
know
we
what I
would-
mean?
we
Like,
would-
how
we
would
would know.
anybody
We
actually
would
know
know.
for real? But I do think it's strange that in a year where the U.S. has kidnapped one president and helped kill another leader whose country we are still at war with, you'd have the president of the United States in a hotel where hundreds of unknown people were right above his head with their luggage. With their luggage. This event was not a secret. This was a planned event. Everybody knew what day and what time the president was going to be at this event. The suspect just booked a hotel reservation for the weekend.
Boom.
Is that easy?
That easy.
That's crazy.
I just think I think it's more, I don't know if it's necessarily staged, though. I'm sorry. I don't think it's staged because you hear the stats on Donald Trump. He is like legit one of the most unlike presidents to date. So it's not anything new that, I mean, we've already seen him have two prior instances in the past couple of years of him actually being attempted assassination. So it's like, it's nothing new. Like, this didn't shock me at all.
But that's another one of my problems. If this man has a history of being under a potential attack, why was the security this lax?
Don't even make no sense.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe the security wants DT up out of there.
You think? Oh, wait.
I think some people want DT up out of there.
That's a
There is
little
no
wild.
reason why they
That's
should have let
wild.
this slide. Like you said, there is no reason why they should have let this thing slide this long. It's just so crazy how DHS is currently being shut down, and DHS is tied to funding with the Secret Service. It's just people ain't getting paid right now, and a lot of people are putting a blame on DT. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing, too. I don't even think Donald Trump cares that people want to assassinate him. I think he's over. I think he loves that people want to kill him. I think
What?
I think he feeds off of that. Knowing Donald Trump, I think Donald Trump feeds off of, man, they want to kill me and I love it and they'll never kill me and da. I think he feeds off that. Y'all don't think that?
He was
I do.
very chill. Like when everything goes down, we're gonna show you the videos. He was very chill. I will say, just when we're talking about the security, people did note that it was not what they thought it would be, especially considering how after the fact, they all came out and they were like, oh, everybody did a great job. Secret Service did a great job. Security, everybody did a great job. And it was like the president literally could have died tonight.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? So Carrie Lake, she used to be a journalist. I don't know what she does now. I swore she was in the administration. She ran for an official position. She was there. I only say that because I know that this woman is somebody who is not just like a rando, could be lying about being there. I believe that she was there. And she said, I can't believe how lax the security was at the White House Correspondents' Center tonight. Upon entering, nobody asked to visibly inspect my ticket nor asked for my photo identification. All one had to do was flash what appeared to be a ticket, and they were fine with that. So that's where it's like, this is crazy. Oh, thank you, Will, off screen. Carrie Lake is the senior advisor for the U.S. Agency for Global Media. So she does have a official position. That's what I'm saying. So it just feels like, why was it this lax when the president is going to be there? Mind you, this is the first White House Correspondents' Center that he's been to since like 2011.
Oh, wow.
He does not go to these things. So the fact that this is the first time he was going and this happens, that's a little strange. They said this guy had a couple of guns and some knives. What if it was a bomb?
A knife.
What if it was a bomb? What if it was a real terrorist from Iran or China or Russia or someone who meant to do real harm to as many people as they could, and then they just try to say, oh yeah, this was a success. It was a raging success. Everybody did great tonight. This could have been terrible.
What was he about to do with them knives, though? What is he, a ninja?
He only shot like one time.
What is he about to throw them knives at Donald Trump? What is going on?
Hey, how he was moving though?
Oh, he was fast.
moving.
Hey, how he was moving though?
He did slide through the metal detectors like,
I mean,
he booked it.
Bro, I'm talking Usain Bolt
Hey,
on him, bro.
hey, you seen this? Did you see the security guards literally look like this?
They did.
Hey, bro, that joke had me dying laughing, bro.
I was like, then this is like great. Okay. I mean, if y'all are good with it, I guess. But then there was another reason people online thought at least it just looked a little fishy, is because like right after that shooting attempt or official shooting, I don't know if it's an official shooting or not. We know he fired his gun and we know a Secret Service agent was hit. We don't know who hit that Secret Service agent, but there was a shooting. We heard shooting shots pop off. Right after that, we start hearing all the reasons for why we need the ballroom. So it just was like, when you can start predicting some of this stuff, because that was my first thought, was like, we're definitely going to start hearing about why we need this ballroom. It's just a coincidence that Trump has been upset about not being able to construct that ballroom that he's been talking about for months, saying that presidents have wanted it for years and there needs to be a secure way to have events. So now all the major journalists in the country get a front row seat to why this ballroom is so necessary.
Yeah.
And that was, I mean, that's the first thing a lot of accounts started posting about on X, and it was like, this is very strange.
Very strange. Very suspicious about all this happened, bro. Very suspicious.
I don't know, bro. I'm still leaning toward people want him up out of there. I think there are people in the government that probably do want Donald Trump up out of there.
No, that's what he said in his manifesto, which we'll talk about. He did say he didn't say Trump by name, but he just said that he was going after Trump administration officials. He feels like he does not like what they're doing, and it's a reflection on him. So he wanted to do something about it.
I just feel like if you really wanted to do something, though, if you really wanted to get at somebody, you would get at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he tried his hardest. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't try hard enough.
No.
There's no way y'all seen him sprinting it. He did a 4.22, dog.
He ain't try hard enough.
He did a 4.22, dog. He ain't try hard enough. He broke records with the way he was running past them guards.
Hey, low key, you did see him running past, and you had to. If you blinked, you would have missed him.
Yeah.
Like, that's how fast he was running. You're all right.
He tried his hardest, bro. And if it was a staged event, nobody's running that fast, bro. I mean, I'm gonna do a light little jog. If I know I'm gonna get caught, I'm gonna do a light little jog. I ain't gonna put in a whole 4.22.
I don't know, man. I feel like if you really want to take somebody out, not to say I don't want anybody to be taken out. I'm just saying, if this is there's people's agenda, you would try your hardest.
I can think myself of ways he could have probably gotten it done in a way that was less honestly stupid than what we just saw. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not trying to give anybody ideas, but just what I saw just didn't look. I mean, it's insane. Obviously, the guy's insane if you're gonna try to do something like this. So that's not what we're talking about here. But I will say Todd Blanche, the new Attorney General who just replaced Pam Bondi, just posted on X this morning this long letter, basically saying that he feels like this is the reason why we need the ballroom. So right now, the only reason why the ballroom has been stopped is because there was a group that filed a lawsuit basically saying that the Trump administration didn't take the necessary steps and get the necessary approvals to do everything that they wanted to do out there. So he says this morning, put simply, your lawsuit puts the lives of the president, his family, and his staff at grave risk. I hope yesterday's narrow miss will help you finally realize the folly of a lawsuit that literally serves no purpose except to stop President Trump, no matter the cost. Enough is enough. Your client should voluntarily dismiss this frivolous lawsuit today in light of last night's assassination attempt on President Trump. If your client does not dismiss the lawsuit by 9 a.m. on Monday, earlier this morning, the government will move to dissolve the injunction and dismiss the case in light of last night's extraordinary events. So it really just does seem like, well, at least you guys don't have to waste a crisis and you get to spiral it immediately into something else. Like it wasn't even cold. The situation wasn't even cold before I started hearing about this ballroom. Everybody was chucking it up. Did you see the Trump press conference right after it happened?
Saw a little bit of it.
Everybody's like kind of loud. Everything's great. I'm like, you guys could have died tonight. That's
why I'm saying he doesn't. That's why I'm getting to the point. He don't care. I don't think he cares that people are trying to kill him. I think he is relishing in this, like basking in this glory of, oh man, look at me. I'm so big and bad. People want to kill me. Because if you think about it, bro, how like envious people, like for you to be at the top, that's where people want to kill you the most, when you're at the top. That's how I feel. That's how I look at it.
Well, to your point, I mean, if you look at his whole entire presidency and what he's been doing, a lot of the things that he's been saying that he wants to build are things that's going to last years in advance. And he has things like he created a coin where he's looking at the people. He wants to put his signature on the dollar bill. He wants to obviously be remembered for something and be remembered as one of the greatest leaders ever. And when you're one of the greatest leaders ever, you have to have some assassination attempts. You have to have people out there trying to gun for you. And the fact that you survived them too, that just goes onto his legend. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, look, and to that point, I wouldn't be surprised 2028, Trump stages his own assassination.
Wait, why? In 2028?
What did Million just say? He wants to be known and go down as the best person in the world.
So he's gonna take himself out?
Be known?
Wait, what?
That would be crazy.
Machiavelli, Tupac did it. You know what I'm saying?
You better stop.
Come on, dog.
I'm trying to get some lawsuits.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so let's just look at some video. You've seen the video. It's been going, on the news all day, all week, and whatever. But we're gonna start out because I just wanted to break a couple things down. The first one we will show you is the viewpoint from the crowd. The crowd notices what happens first. Listen to this. Those were the shots, and then you can start to see the crowd start to react. The people on the stage appear to have no clue yet as they're ducking in. Secret Service runs in, stands in front of the president. People start ducking. So, look, man.
The band's still playing.
Which I was thinking the same thing. Band said, "Wait a minute, is this?" They said, "Play no matter what."
The band's still playing like they going down on the Titanic ship. You remember the Titanic where the band was still playing? Hey, gents, if this is our last one, I'm glad I played with y'all. Boy, what?
Facts, man. Okay, so I just was thinking to myself at this point, this is a trippy thing. Because no matter what, we all have probably thought at this point, what would I do if this happens to me? But there's no way it'll happen to me for real. But and here you would think this got to be the most secure place on the planet. Because the president is here. You would think it would be, but they didn't have any, what are those Megatron things? What do they keep calling it? The metal detectors. I don't know what the word is for it, but they don't have any metal detector going into the hotel. Just down there at the ballroom to get into the actual event space. So that means literally anybody could have walked into the hotel and done this.
Look how unserious this is, though. When we're in danger, and this is my issue with cell phones. We're in danger. Why is your cell phone out trying to record it? You could die.
At the bottom?
Yes. Everybody down at the bottom with their phone out. You about to die and you got your phone wanting to record what's going on.
This is a room full of reporters.
I get it. I get it. But I mean, you gonna die for the story? I feel you. You gonna die for the story? I respect it. But who gonna post it?
So, zooming in a little bit, we can show you the viewpoint of Trump. The camera in 4K was right on him. I think that it's crazy that a freaking mentalist, basically a magician, was on stage right as this happened. So we'll show you as this video just goes on. This is Weijia Zhang. I think she helped coordinate this. She works for one of those media outlets. And there goes that band. He's listening to the mentalist do whatever the mentalist is doing. And Melania sees it happen first, or hears, or just peeps something happen. Because remember, the crowd at this point is like ducking. When they realize something is happening, the crowd is already like ducked. So Melania peeps what happens first, and she like clearly, oh, those were the shots right there. Hold on. They still don't know. That's a long time to not know.
Now Melania say, wait, what?
Trump still looked like he didn't like know what was going on. Can you go back? Actually, can you go back after Melania realizes something happened? Trump's still sitting there like, yeah.
He chilling. He probably was like, this was not a good magic trick. Get out of my face. This magic trick is terrible.
Who brought him up here?
Who got this dude?
What are the odds they'd be doing a magic trick at a time like this?
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
A little distraction, as you will. You know what I mean?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. You know? Like, hey, bruh.
Huh.
So then people peep that they definitely grabbed J.D. Vance first, the vice president. And we can show you that vantage point. He gets whisked out of there. Trump is still sitting down. And I'm like, now how did he? Because you would think this is he finally gets him down, then he falls.
Yo.
And he tried to say he didn't fall. I mean, I don't know what happened. They told him to duck. He was ducking. I don't know. But like the whole situation was like, oh my God. Melania had already crawled away.
Hey, bruh.
Melania said, oh, you want to sit here?
It's very fishy.
Is it not far-fetched to say if they grab J.D. Vance first, they might like J.D. Vance a little bit more than Donald Trump? They might just like J.D. Vance a little bit more. Like, yeah, let's save him.
That's hilarious.
It seems like somebody wants DT up out of there. That's all I'm saying.
You know what's crazy? It's actually, Will just sent us this message, and I was thinking that to myself. This is a mentalist who's on the stage right now, and you're trying to do predictions. You couldn't predict a shooting was about to come?
That's funny.
You couldn't.
That's funny.
How did you not see the one thing you needed to see that
That's
night?
funny.
That's crazy. Okay, so now that we have seen all of this go down, tell me who this is. I want to know who this man is. I zoomed into it. This is the first video that we showed you, but it zoomed in right over there. You will peep the moments the crowd sees what's going down. This is the first video. This guy is not pressed at all.
He got his phone out.
He just whips his phone out. Everybody else is ducking. He's on the stage. He's probably the one that got that viewpoint of J.D. Vance.
Yeah, he had to.
Because he's sitting right there. So you would think that at some point he would recognize the danger and hop down.
That's what I'm saying. They're not taking this seriously enough for me.
He's on the stage. You don't know what the threat is right now. You have no clue. All you know in that room at this point is that you heard shots pop off. And your first thought is like, I'm gonna sit on stage as the only one on stage and get my camera, and then get my bigger camera.
I said, hold on, let me take some pictures.
Gets down on one knee and takes more pictures.
Oh, what I say? You want to die for the story.
What is this?
He gonna die for the story.
I want to know who that is.
Good at his job, whatever he's doing. He's very good at his job. So
he must be a dignified position though, and Secret Service just
has to be.
Let him just be up there and do whatever he wanted to do.
That guy deserves a raise.
In the world. I sped it up just because I just wanted to show you how long this man was really just living his best life.
He deserves a raise.
Ain't nobody getting these.
Yeah. He deserves something.
No, that's
Then he just walks off.
And that's it.
Wow.
And that's it.
That is interesting.
Now, look at this. Did you guys see, because this was actually really funny, did you see the CBS News interview with President Trump about this? Because I think it was Norah O'Donnell. She interviews President Trump about this. And this is after the suspect's manifesto was released. Because the suspect wrote a manifesto and it was, all kinds of juicy. And he allegedly sent that manifesto to his family before the shooting and was basically explaining why he did this and gave the motive and blah, blah, blah. So he said he was a U.S. citizen, and he said he felt like what our government is doing is a reflection of him. And he said, and I quote, "I am no longer willing to permit a pedo, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." So the CBS News anchor is asking Trump about this part specifically, and this is how that went.
Manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this quote, "Administration officials, they are targets." And he also wrote this, "I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." What's your reaction?
Well,
to that?
I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're You're horrible people. Horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Oh, you
I'm not a
do you think he
pedophile.
was referring to you?
Excuse me.
Excuse
I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead, let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in
disgrace.
the other thing in the manifesto that
Yeah.
You talking to a lady like that is wild.
Well, this is part of the liberal media.
I feel him.
They have new ownership at CBS, but like she's been a staple there for a long time. So he always feels like he's under attack. I was laughing my behind off because I just saw this like as has it happened? Yesterday or what's today? Yeah, yesterday when they did this interview. And I'm like, man, you got to sit there and be like straight faces. He said, you despicable. oh, you thought he was talking about you? She playing dumb.
Yeah.
You already know.
Nah, but that's the Trump that I've seen people fall in love with though. Because no president would ever do something like that. To disrespect an interviewer, they always keep it professional. That's the Donald Trump that everybody's like, yeah, we love how he's just changing politics all together, but at the same time, it's just like, dang, bro, that's mean. That's really mean. I can't even.
To his point, and it's obviously it was like very out of pocket to say what he said. What was he supposed to say?
Yeah.
You're bringing this up.
Yeah, I'm a rapist. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I'm this. Yeah, no, you're not gonna agree
I
with
guess
you.
he could have just said, he's a sick individual.
Yeah,
I can't believe he said all this stuff.
That's what a regular politician would have did. But this DT that we talking about, this is the dude that's been in entertainment for years on end.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it entertaining, and he's gonna get them clicks every time. He gonna do it, and he just did it.
Mind you, and we can show you the suspect now. He was arrested. He was put on the ground right there. They stripped him naked, it seems like, because I don't think I saw him in that video running in naked.
No, he had all black.
Must have had on, so they must have stripped him. But it was crazy because originally the report said that he was dead.
I saw that.
That's what everybody was reporting at first, and then randomly was like, oh, actually, he's not dead. In fact, he hasn't even been shot at all. He was not shot at all. He apparently fired at least one shot, and then Secret Service fired like 5 or so. And all of them missed, but he still fell, and they got to arrest him. So that's how that happened.
We don't have that video of him running.
Yeah, we got it.
Please, because it makes sense. I swear to God, it makes it. Look, go watch the video, y'all. I swear to God, it makes sense how they missed him, bro.
Yeah, he was fast, bro.
When he zoomed past him, there was one of them that literally was struggling to get his pistol out. He could not get his pistol out in time, bro. And those pistols are used for quick draws.
Hey, bro.
So the fact that he was gunning, bro. That's what I'm saying. I can't call this one a stage. That's almost discrediting this man. He was running. He was practicing.
Fast.
He was practicing before he went after DT. I'm not giving him kudos at all, but I mean, hey, I don't want to discredit what he was trying to do.
That's kind of wild.
I mean, I would like to discredit.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. It's wild. That's wild.
I don't think it's a stage, though. That's all I'm saying. It's not a stage, in my opinion.
Anybody that to me does not make it stage or not stage, but the government says it's not staged. It was a real event, and they're going to try to be as transparent as they can to get people off of this might have been staged track. So there's that. In fact, what really happened is everybody said that this was the fault of the liberal media for talking mess about Trump basically all the time. And honestly, both sides do it to each other. Like Trump will talk about the Democrats.
Yeah.
But the Democrats talk about him too.
1,000.
So it's like they all do it.
We just seen it. DT,
Hey,
he
right.
gets real nasty.
In real time, that man is nasty with his words. It's funny sometimes, but he knows if we're talking about rhetoric, that man is the king of saying some shady-ish. And the Democrats know that they also say shady-ish. So honestly, all of them need to be very responsible, I would think.
Yeah.
With their words from here on out. You know what I mean?
sure.
Because we don't want to make any more of this. I will say that I thought it was interesting that all this happened right as we have company. The king is here. King Charles is in town. He just touched down today, actually. And so we can show you the moment he got off of his dignified plane with his wife. They came down. They had a whole pomp and circumstance situation. So apparently he's here for a number of reasons. It's the first U.S. state visit of his reign, and he's marking America's 250th anniversary, which is funny to me because it's the anniversary of leaving them.
Right.
So there's that. And then he, obviously there's a lot going on with Iran, and Trump has been pooing on a lot of Europe, honestly, for not helping him out more. But I was just like, man, this just happened. Like, this shooting just happened this weekend, and you got the king coming, like, on Monday.
Yeah, we missed out on a major funny moment. We could have did a No Kings protest right then. This would have been a great No Kings protest.
Oh,
the king
No
is
Kings
in,
protest.
The king is in town. No Kings protest. We missed out. We missed out on a fantastic comedic moment.
The king would have been looking like, what did I do? Y'all already did this 250 years ago.
No Kings, bro. That would have been hilarious, bro. That would have been hilarious, dog.
If I were the king, I would have been looking like, all right, is it gonna be secure?
Yeah.
This is ghetto over here.
Very ghetto.
Because I know his people wouldn't have had him in no hotel room, banquet,
Nah.
no security. That's an insane thing to do to a president who has already had other assassination attempts. I'm just saying, like, y'all got to do him better.
Well, from what I've seen, they moved it to that hotel banquet because of the multiple different assassination attempts while he was outside. So they was like, all right, we're going to keep him enclosed from here on out because we know how people get down when they're in open grounds and open spaces. So they was like, yeah, we're going to keep it closed so nobody could get through.
And we'll just let a bunch of unknown people be right above where he is. On a year where we've been popping off this year. That's why I'm like, this is crazy. This was a crazy set of circumstances. But we do have to go to a quick break. And on the other side of this, we're going to tell you how Iran is now popping off after this. Talking, and they had a clip of an expert saying, what is this security for our president? So I'm like, yeah.
I don't know. That's why I said I don't think they want him in there anymore. There's no way there's a president that is just
because Secret Service wants him dead.
I'm saying if we talking anybody wants somebody dead. I mean, come on now. DT's been doing some crazy stuff in the office.
Trump said he had the most votes ever and he's got the most support ever. So technically, he should be the last person.
The last person that's going.
Last person targeted.
I guess, bro. DT be wildin', man.
Put the guns down.
Put the guns
down.
You know it's serious when you got Rondell saying that.
But you know what's crazy? Down. Like when you think about that guy's manifesto and he's talking about how he just sees what our government is doing and he doesn't agree with it and he feels like they're basically being criminals and so he's going to stop it. It feels almost like Luigi Mangione a little bit.
And he was,
you know what I mean?
He was smart too, just like Luigi. He was an engineer at one point in time.
He was smart, yeah.
He went to college for this. He was a really smart person, a really smart guy. He was a tutor at one point in time also. So it's just like
award-winning tutor, something like that.
He got an award.
It was
I couldn't believe it. He was a teacher at that.
It's the most random thing. So this guy just randomly decides he wants to try to take out the it's very strange.
So they did interview some of the family, not the family members, but they interviewed the neighbors near that where he stayed at. I think he lived with his parents at one point in time.
Okay.
And he was still living with them during the time of this. So the neighbors, they was just saying he was always a weird guy. Like he was just always to himself on some stuff. So it's like, I mean, who knows? Bro could have just been harboring a lot of hate.
Clearly he has, because even there's nothing, even if my government was doing stuff that I did not like, which actually happens on a daily basis at this point, there's nothing in me that says I'm going to go do something like this. So the fact that it's an educated person, That's pretty nuts.
Educated people are the most sick too now.
Yes, they are.
Most sick too now.
Yeah, they are.
I mean,
Some of the smartest
Oppenheimer.
people are like yeah.
Famously high IQs.
Like serial killers having high IQs we're talking about? Sorry. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hot 97 News. Okay, so talking about Iran, which was the other big story before the shooting this weekend. This is a story we've been talking a lot about over the past couple of months now at this point. So Iran has come up with another deal for the U.S. to try to look at and see if they are good with. It's probably not going to happen because it's funny, honestly. So first what happened was Trump called off a trip to Pakistan for more talks because he basically said, we're not going to waste the time, we're not going to waste the money. If they want to talk, they can basically call me on the phone. So after he canceled the actual trip over to Pakistan for whoever was going to go, probably J.D. Vance, maybe the Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, not him himself. But after he canceled it, he said that Iran sent over a much better proposal. He just didn't say what it was. So now, as of today, there's new reporting on the latest proposal from Iran, and basically all Iran offered to do was end their chokehold on the Strait of Hormuz in exchange for the U.S. lifting the blockade against them, because they're preventing, ships and stuff from getting into Iran, and just talk about the nuclear program and stuff later on.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Just
Exactly. The negotiation, the proposal is, what if we just turn things back to the way they were when this whole thing started?
So we just go back to the original.
It's
a
not
waste
even
of time. I hate this.
A waste of.
Wait, so is that the negotiation that Trump is saying is a better deal?
Nobody knows what Trump meant when he said he got a better deal. Because Trump's just been saying, we won. How many times has Trump said we won?
You're right.
How many times has Trump said that Iran is begging for a ceasefire and begging this, that, and the third? So, yeah, it's highly unlikely, obviously, that Trump does anything with that proposal, because it's not a proposal. It's just like we both just end what we're currently doing and literally set the stage back to it was where we started. And Trump is trying to get them to give up their nuclear program completely. So that's the proposal that the Pakistanis got. And so we'll see what happens with that. In the meantime, Iranian leaders went to Russia. That's when I was like, okay, because there's been grumblings about maybe Russia's interfering on their behalf, maybe China's interfering. So they got kind of a warm welcome. I mean, we consider these guys to be like liars and state sponsors of terror and all this kind of stuff, but there they are in their little suits, meeting with Russian officials. They get a nice little greeting. And apparently, when they were there, the Iranian leadership was basically saying that, they are trying to get Russia to, I don't want to say align with them, because they're already aligning with them. Like Russia and Iran are already kind of like partners. Yeah. Obviously not partners enough for Russia to get involved explicitly, but Russia has been saying that they feel like it's really the U.S.'s fault that we are in this set of circumstances, that the U.S. did this and they had no real reason, they had no real basis, that they just attacked and it was against the law. So Russia has been on Iran's side with all of this. Iran has been saying that it's the U.S.'s fault that these talks have failed despite all the progress, because Iran says that the U.S.'s approach is wrong and the demands are too excessive. The U.S. has been saying, J.D. Vance specifically has been saying the opposite. The talks have failed because Iran wouldn't accept the U.S. terms. So I don't know what these people have going on per usual.
You know what I really think when I think about stuff like this is these people are just regular people. If you think about it, bro, if you actually just deep dive and actually sit and think, These are just normal people,
Yes.
bruh. Like they like who are you telling?
Yes.
Like how are you making up rules? Matter of fact, I want to
Yes.
make up my own rules.
Yes.
I be thinking about this all the time. Who
Yes.
are y'all to just say I'm the official here and I'm the leadership here? I'm the leadership. That's why I love Kanye so much, because Kanye is like, bruh, none of y'all can. Who are you to tell me I'm not God? That's
Yeah.
a little wild,
Yeah,
little wild.
yeah,
It was a
yeah.
little wild, but I'm saying I say that to say, who are these people? Who are they? They're regular like me and you. They eat. They can put their pants on the same way. They go to sleep the same way. They do everything the same way we do. Why are we bowing down and looking and being like, oh, I hate it.
That's what I hear what you're saying, right? I'm with you. They are regular people, but in a sense, you have to have something. Some of these people are really talented in a sense that they can get people to follow them. Because one person alone saying that I'm the ruler or I'm God, and nobody else believes you, then it's like, well, okay, you can say whatever you want. But if you got people backing you, if you got a group of people backing you, you got friends that also believe in you, that's a real talent in itself. And that's why I think that these people are so powerful. That's why, I mean, and going back to what it is, when we're talking about Iran and Russia, I mean, the reason why I think Iran feels comfortable to say that they can, be these big dogs and go up against America is just because of the friendships that they have aligned with all these other countries. So it's just like, that's why they feel that they're these big bad guys.
These countries really haven't been helping them like that. I mean, they've been getting jumped. You know what I mean? And they've fended it off. I mean, I don't know. I've been on that wave more so because it just feels like we might have elected you, but that doesn't mean you just get to do any old crazy thing you want to do.
Come on now, bro.
That doesn't like necessarily benefit everybody. Like, you popped off where that's killed thousands of people, and now we're dancing around a scenario where it seems like you didn't really prepare to be here.
Yeah.
Like, you were not preparing to be like hoping Iran came to a deal. You were preparing to batter them so hard that they had no choice. Now we're over here talking about ceasefires, and it's like, what have you guys done?
Exactly.
It's so Putin was asked about this. He was talking about it today because Ron went over there. And Putin has been saying, and I quote, "We see how courageously and heroically the people of Iran are fighting for their independence, for their sovereignty. So on that side of the world, they are the victims, and the U.S. is the aggressor. Like, we're the bad guy for them." They've been saying again that the U.S. attacks were unprovoked and unjustified, and that it's without merit and all that kind of stuff. And they have been offering to mediate and try to see if they can come up with a set of circumstances that would actually be favorable to Iran, because they would be kind of negotiating with Iran in mind. And so Iran's leader, their supreme leader that has not been seen by anybody here in the U.S., anybody in Israel, nobody's seen this man. Putin claims to have heard from the Supreme Leader, said that he got a message from Supreme Leader last week and said that he wanted them to convey his most serious thanks for that and confirm that Russia, like Iran, intends to continue their strategic partnership. So I don't know if he's just lying and making that up to make them look better, but nobody has seen or heard from the Supreme Leader on our end. So people are thinking like he must be disfigured, or he must be like, in some kind of peril in some way they don't want anybody to see. At the same time, if he pops up, they might kill him. I mean, so I don't know what's going on there.
I heard that. I saw the reports that he was disfigured. I saw reports that he was like maybe amputated from the bombs that was actually dropped on him. So he's just hiding out because, well, like you said, he could get shot at.
They could kill him.
They could
Airstrike,
definitely kill him.
Like that's what they said.
Real talk. Real talk. But it's also a power thing, though. If I look weak in front of all these people, who's gonna believe in that? Who's gonna fight? If we already look weak, I'm not gonna get behind somebody that's already weak. Yeah, so I see why he hasn't came out. I don't think Russia has talked. No, I think Russia has talked to him, but I don't think America is talking to him. I don't think, because I still don't know to this day who DT is talking to. He don't know who he's talking to.
Nobody, and that's my thing. That's what we've been saying since the beginning. Who is Trump talking to?
Yeah.
Because you can talk to Iranian leadership all day, all night, and say they're doing this, that, and the third. But if you're not talking to the people who are controlling the strait right now, who are controlling the missiles, who are controlling the drones, who are controlling like the actual force, you're not talking to anybody.
You're just yapping at
You're
that
just,
point.
Yeah, I mean,
You just yapping at that point. You ain't talking to the people with the gun.
with the people, with the, and that's, they're fractured right now. So I will say what I thought was very interesting. Germany, low key, kind of just weighed in on the situation in Iran, and they basically flamed the U.S. So this was the German chancellor who was talking about this, and he said basically that the U.S. should have had an exit strategy here, and they clearly don't. He said that the Iranians are very skilled negotiators, but he was saying, we pulled a couple of quotes from him. Number one, the problem with such conflicts is always this: you don't just have to get in, you also have to get out. We saw that very painfully in Afghanistan for 20 years. We saw it in Iraq. Mind you, he's talking to like kids right now. He's talking to like a high school as he's saying this. Yeah, he's talking to a high school class and back in his hometown area. And he says the U.S. clearly went into this war in Iran without any strategy at all. And he said, because the Iranians are obviously stronger than expected, and the Americans clearly don't have a truly convincing strategy in the negotiations either. I have not seen anybody really speak this critically and honestly, like, candidly about what was going on here. He said an entire nation is being humiliated by the Iranian leadership, he says. He says it's a rather tricky situation at the moment, and it's costing us a great deal of money. This conflict, this war against Iran, has a direct impact on our economic performance. So the world is screwed right now. Mm-hmm. We have just kind of incidentally dragged in all these other countries in this because it wasn't, quick as it was supposed to be. And I'm sure people are upset about it, and that's the first time, at least I've heard somebody speak that critically of the U.S.
Especially like a foreign person, because you hear it all the time from Americans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
right.
Yeah. Because I saw an American. It was very interesting. I forgot what he was. I think he was a general or something, explaining where we are, where we stand now. It was somebody breaking it down. After this war, apparently we stand weaker because of all the ammunitions that we've been using, all the money that we've been spending, and then just how other people view us in general. The UK is now starting to reach out to other people aside from us. They're starting to talk to China because of us.
Canada.
And everybody's just kind of sick of the DT and how he's like talking to all these other countries. I mean, it's one thing to implement these policies, but like when you're also implementing these policies that's affecting the world, and then you also are talking down to people and talking to them crazy, nobody wants to stand there for that. Nobody's gonna sit there and just take it. So ultimately, this whole entire war, we've been hurting. We've been losing, definitely, for sure.
And the Trump administration still assures everybody that we're winning.
Yeah.
That we are winning. We could not be in a better position, that we have Iran right where we want them. I was personally curious, like, when this all, ends and the chips fall where they do, who are the U.S.'s allies at the end of the day? If we're still beefing with Russia and China, and they're still our adversaries, and we've kind of isolated Canada a bit, we've kind of isolated a lot of Europe, we've definitely isolated some people in South America, not everybody, because we still have a lot of allies in South America, but just as far as the old world order, it all has really been disrupted, even in the Middle East. I'm sure they're like looking at it like, you guys were our allies, why didn't you tell us you were going to do this? And why didn't you protect us a little bit better from the Iran strikes that came at us? So I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. But we are spending a lot of money.
A lot of money. A lot of
weaponry.
I think Iran, what we thought was it was going to be the war, but it turns out Iran is the battle in a sense. Though our relations with the world is the war. I don't think we could beat Iran, but what we take from that is how the world views us after we beat them. And we've lost so many credibility points at this point. We're good.
But see, I don't even know if that's how it would land, because at the end of the day, everybody else also knows that our president only gets 4 years. You know what I mean? So no matter what, I'm going to probably be dealing with somebody else, and maybe even JD Vance is a bit different than Trump, like alignment wise, like they align on a lot, of course, but like, you're not necessarily dealing with the same guy with the same set of like tendencies. So maybe, Europe does say, all right, that was that. How can we start making everything go back to the way it was? I mean, I don't know.
You would hope that, though. You would hope that they just say, oh, it's just DT. But DT, he could be in a position where he's just digging us farther and farther into a hole. And it looks like America, because we're not doing much about it. I mean, we have no king protests here and there.
Yeah.
But that ain't really changing anything for real. If these midterms happen and we still have Donald Trump in power and we have Congress that's still on the right after these midterms, it just shows where America lies. And everybody's watching right now. And if it seems like we're siding with DT, we're good.
You know what's crazy, though, actually? I was watching this video online that was just somebody who was talking about how it is interesting when you see even just like what happened with the shooting. Nobody cares, really. Nobody's going to do anything because of this. Nothing's going to change in anybody's day-to-day life. Nobody's going to nobody's gonna know. It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
So the people in power, they might, make whatever move and shake from it. Let's say the ballroom becomes a new thing. I don't care if the ballroom, go to the ballroom. I don't care. I wish that there were, I wish you tackled like grocery prices and like housing prices and student loans and all. I wish there were other things you targeted first, but like nobody, they're going to make moves off this stuff and nobody really cares enough to do anything. So it's almost like, okay, I'm just live my life. That's why y'all not about to stress me out.
I tell y'all all the time. Don't get stressed out about it.
What am I gonna do?
We still got to wake up and come to work tomorrow. We still got to wake up, come to work. I got to put gas in our car. Don't let these people get you out of shape.
Last thing on Iran, I saw this morning apparently that ships are coming out, are getting through the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian ships are getting through the Strait of Hormuz. Dozens of ships have gotten through the blockade. Dozens have not. They're not just out there doing nothing, but dozens of ships have gotten through the blockade. They're mainly Iran-linked shadow fleet ships, which means that they have murky ownership or sanctioned ties. Maybe they changed the name. Maybe they changed the flag. Maybe they don't really have insurance or they're not really sure, but they've just done something to hide who and what's on it. So, I mean, I don't know what these people have going on. We talked about how young those guys are out there blocking the Hormuz.
19, 18, 19, crazy.
Straight out of high school trying to block these Iranian ships. So, yeah, we shall see what happens with that. In the meantime, here at home, outside of all the crazy news that these people have going on, did you guys see that an air taxi company just did the first test flight of a Jetsons-like aircraft in New York? We've actually showed you guys this. I think they did this in Dubai.
Yeah.
So this is like in Dubai, they have it to where you can call it via Uber. And so this was the test flight that went from JFK Airport to Midtown Manhattan. Did it in about 15 minutes.
Really? 15?
Wow.
15 minutes. And that is a heck of a drive usually.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about this, but I kind of like it.
So this is Joby Aviation, again, same company as last time, and so that would make this just the first flight as part of like a 3-year pilot program they have going on, basically to see how these work, test it out, what happens here. But the company say they're basically trying to cut the travel time for what could be like 40 to like 120 minutes. It could take you 2 hours to travel from, depending on traffic, the airport down to Manhattan. And so if you could do it in 5 to 15 minutes.
Now, we've heard about stories about people getting robbed in Ubers and they getting their car stole. Imagine you get one of these and somebody try to rob you.
You can't get close enough to my air taxi to rob me.
Well,
What do you mean?
Like, bruh, imagine you pick up somebody, right? In your air taxi. Like, you the driver. You pick up somebody in your air taxi. They be like, hey, give me your air taxi. Now I took over your air taxi. Now you got YNs flying in the sky, whipping the air. Bruh, hey, if they come to Atlanta, I guarantee it's going to get stolen. I can promise you that thing is going to get stolen at least once. You're going to see one YN up there doing a couple of these, I promise you.
Well, they say that as long as it doesn't get stolen, it can carry up to 4 passengers, and it reaches speeds up to 200 miles an hour.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Takes off like a helicopter and then shoo, like a plane.
I like that.
We don't need that, bro.
I like it.
Okay. Early on, it seems fun. It seems cool. Only the rich is going to be able to get it. But then they're going to start making it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And other people are going to be able to fly. And we're going to start getting traffic in the air. Some of these things might malfunction and start crashing.
Malfunctions would be crazy.
That would be wild.
I mean, what's going on?
I did look it up. And apparently the pricing is supposed to be comparable to an Uber Black ride.
Oh, so that's not but like
That's
$80.
not that bad.
Maybe $150 if you're going somewhere far. Oh yeah, we ain't tripping, bruh. Land that in front of my crib. Take off.
Crazy, because then the Uber Black cars would then have to probably lower their prices.
Oh, to get a ride. Imagine you flying into work. I'm gonna let you know something right now. If they bring that to Atlanta, y'all gonna catch me. I'm like, Rondell acting brand new. He acting brand new because I'm gonna fly in every day to work.
Land on the
Hey,
roof.
bro, I'm flying in every day to work, bro. I ain't gonna never try to work no more, boy. What?
Crazy.
Wow, they're gonna have to start building like ladders on top of buildings to get down to the
people
crib.
down?
Be down. Or unless they just landed, unless they got designated landing areas.
I
In
think
like
that's
parking
part
lots?
of
Yeah,
it's
like
gonna
parking lots, they got like
be-
designated landing areas.
Says New York City is actively preparing infrastructure with city heliports being electrified and reinforcing that it is becoming a reality. So I think they are trying to figure out, where do we land these bad boys?
Yeah, that'll be tight. I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's inevitable. They've been showing us since we were kids that this is the way that they're going.
1,000%.
I just didn't think it was possible.
Yeah, 1,000%. We was gonna get here eventually. We here now.
Meanwhile, I could give you 1,000 guesses, and you would never guess what someone saw on the road in Texas. Matter of fact, let me give you 2 guesses.
2
each.
In Texas.
In Texas, what they saw on the road, crazy thing you would never expect it.
Kangaroo.
Hey, that's crazy though.
Is that crazy? Kangaroo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild.
You know, because sometimes people look at your story beforehand.
Oh,
and
is
it's
it?
very obvious. It's a kangaroo.
Oh no, I did not look at
Yes,
this.
you
No,
did.
I did not.
You just guessed it was a
Yes,
kangaroo.
I did. I did
No,
not.
you did
I
not.
I swear I didn't look at this.
What?
Yes, man.
I did not look at the story.
You looked
Yeah,
at
you
this
promise.
cheated.
Hey, bro,
Embarrassing.
I promise on my
Yeah.
mama, I did not look at the story,
Your
dog.
mama better watch out. Because I don't believe you from a can
I
of
did
paint.
not look. Why would I guess it? Why would I?
Yeah, why would you guess
Exactly.
it?
That makes no sense. That takes
Ruin
a
my dang
surprise.
story. So, yes, a kangaroo was spotted hopping along the highway. This is in North Texas. Apparently, somebody got stranded. Their trailer broke down on the way to a wedding at that. And this
They was transporting kangaroos.
kangaroo, no, they weren't. No, it was coffee. It was like a coffee vendor.
Oh.
Yes, named Espresso AK. They were driving to a catering job when her trailer broke down, and so she was stranded there for hours when a kangaroo just hopped up.
Oh,
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
So are kangaroos native to
No.
Texas?
No.
Oh, so this is just
Random.
Random, very random. So I looked into this because I also thought, now how did a kangaroo get into Texas? And apparently, I guess that there are other, there's exotic animal rules that you can have random exotic animals there, and kangaroos can legally be kept in some areas. So, what'd you say, Will? He sent us a little message. Texas has more tigers in captivity than there are in the wild. So I guess Texas is about some crazy stuff.
Just
but
wild.
Kangaroo, a pet kangaroo would be hard.
yeah, apparently the kangaroo was loose for more than an hour. Hopped around. eating
Oh,
some
so it got-
grass.
oh, so it
This is
got
somebody's
caught.
pet.
Almost got hit by cars a couple times.
I don't know, man. Kangaroos are tough.
Where did
So
it come from? Came out of a gated property, and a few people came out of the gate trying to corral it back inside, but they couldn't catch it. Just hopped away.
well, have you ever tried to fight a kangaroo? You ever seen that video?
Have
of that?
you?
No, I've never tried to fight one. But I'm just saying, have you seen a video of that one dude square up with a
Yeah.
kangaroo? Hey, bro, kangaroos got 6-packs. Like they not nothing to mess with, bro. Kangaroos
real.
real deal, like Holyfield. So I would take a kangaroo pet kangaroo. That'd be tight. Have a pet kangaroo. That'd be hard.
There's just some exotic animals I don't want to deal with. Like, I don't know how people be having like monkeys as pets.
I would
apes
have a
as
monkey.
pets.
I would love a monkey.
Apes.
I would
A
too.
small little monkey. You know, Michael Jackson did it first, and I was
did.
like,
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Yeah, that was an ape. That was a chimp.
Yeah.
Like those things could tear you from limb to limb.
Yeah,
Unless you raise it and have it love you
exactly.
first.
That's what the people got toe up thought. They was like, oh yeah, I thought it loves me.
Would love to
No.
have a monkey.
Okay,
Love.
how about this one? Because the streets tell you that you need to have a lot of experience to make it to the NFL, but I guess it's easier than they said it was. The Philadelphia Eagles just drafted somebody who has never played organized football.
Oh man.
Never. Not a day. 0 game experience at any level. High school, college, driveway league. Nothing. Has only learned what he has through camps and drills. And he is now your newest Philadelphia Eagle, everybody.
Wow.
He was taken 251st overall, 7th round draft pick.
What?
He's a
Yeah,
specimen.
man.
What sport did he play? Did he play like he had to have done like rugby or
He's a specimen.
Peak athleticism, they
Yeah.
say this guy is 6'4", 306 pounds, 6% body fat, which is, I guess, a rare
yeah.
combination because that just means you big and lean.
Huh.
Speaking of monkeys, he's built like a gorilla. That is a big dude.
All right, now you lucky you black
That's
saying
a-
this, or we would have gotten canceled immediately.
That's a big dude. That's a big dude. I can say that. He's built. That's a big guy.
Yeah.
That's a big dude.
I don't know the timing of it all. Apparently, he played basketball, which is interesting. I wouldn't have thought that, but yeah, that's
Nah.
interesting. So apparently, he has a 4.63 second 40-yard dash.
4.3.
4.63. Is that?
Oh,
good?
63 is
That's fast. That's pretty decent for him.
For a size like that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Or
He's
defensive
6'3"?
tackle.
Yeah, 6'3",
Oh, for
302.
DT? Yeah, that's
6'3",
good.
302. He's
That's
huge.
good.
Yeah.
And a
That's
39-inch vertical jump.
Yeah.
What?
Is that?
I
don't know.
He's a real deal, bro.
That's like basketball
Yeah,
numbers,
yeah.
39 inches.
So they basically say, that because he had all this, like, these
accolades,
that he could be just a untapped potential. We can mold you. We could just take your athleticism and turn you into what we want you to be without having to basically train you out of some bad habits. Like, you're starting fresh and you have the athleticism. So we'll see what happens.
Shout out to him, though, man.
I don't know, man. He's from Africa, you said?
He is from Africa.
It's too close to slavery
African
for me.
news.
Too close.
What is he from, Nigeria?
You know what?
Too close to slavery for me.
You know what,
That is
Dale?
Wait a minute. What do
They
you mean?
scouted him
They
out.
scouted him. That's too close to slavery for me.
Oh,
Come on now. All the white scouts and
Well-
stuff, they found this African man and they wanted to bring him to
They
America.
lifted his arm up and
they
then dropped it.
And then they said, you know what? This is a great little specimen right here. That's too much like slavery to me.
So
if I was you, sir, I'd run.
I looked into that as well, how this even happened. And yes, they had, I guess, like an NFL camp out there, NFL Nigeria camp back in 2024. And the league is making some kind of a push to go find talent from other parts of the world. I wonder if they tapped that from baseball, since there's just so many people who are like from random countries who are really good at baseball. But he was introduced to football by someone who actually used to play in the NFL as a defensive end. And so he just got their attention. He went to an HBCU showcase. He went to International Player Pathway Pro Day. And so here we are. Now he's a draft pick.
Shout out to that man. Just watch yourself, black man.
Yeah,
Watch yourself.
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself, brother, because we don't know what they have in store for you, my friend. They can tell you anything.
Now, how much money do you make in the 7th round? You can't make that much,
Nah,
right?
He probably went like
600, 700, 800,000.
600,000?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was less than that. I thought you went like 400-ish in like the 4th round.
His stock went up when they did this whole story about him. His stock definitely went up. Yeah. Now he's a commodity. Now people.
Wouldn't it be funny if he like went in and was like terrible?
Oh well, he's probably going to be horrible.
Because you can't, if you don't know what you're doing for real.
Yeah, he's probably going to be terrible when he first starts.
They set this my man up for failure.
They ain't set him up for failure. They set him up for publicity. Now the Eagles got, they got this big old African dude to come. Yeah, it's a publicity stuff.
Yeah, but if he fails at this point, like if every time he gets in the game, man, get this man out of here. He don't know what he's doing.
He probably don't know what you're saying.
He came from zero.
And with that, we have to go. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us for our first 7 to 9 p.m. show. We will see you tomorrow.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building. Good morning. And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
The voice and attitude you love, now on your screen.
I love this.
Nessa brings her unfiltered energy, real talk, and celebrity interviews from the radio to your TV. It's the same Nessa you know. Bold, funny, and always keeping it real. Catch Nessa, now on TV.
Damn, that was deep right now.
Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Only on Hot 97 TV.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. We're here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country.